Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. Hope everybody is doing well. If you're new to the show, my name is Lord Havoc. Funnily enough, I review Marvel Champions custom content. I specifically do custom content because there's plenty of official content. I'm part of the custom community. Discord. There's a lot of talented people in there. Sorry, I'm a bit flat at the start there. That was a very flat intro, but it's very muggy here, and I'm struggling to breathe. It's like 70% water or something in the water in the air. It's pretty bad. It's part of this custom community. Very talented people. One of those talented people is fast becoming one of my favorite creators. I've got a bunch of creators that I sort of veer towards because they make content that I kind of like. Not kind of like obviously, sort of geared to more sort of my sort of play style. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be hard to pick who those people are just by watching my videos. So this is Iron Patriot by Neptune. Like I said, fast becoming one of my favorite creators. Just makes some stuff that's geared towards me, like I said, but also just cool stuff. Is a cool creator and a cool dude from the limited interactions that we've had. I love the Iron Patriot, Dark Reign period of Marvel Universe. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why, but I just absolutely love it. It's so ridiculous. It's comics in its purest form. It's just, what is this? What is happening? It's just amazing that this psychopath, I mean, he's a certified psychopath, Norman Osborn, is now in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it's like, it's rounding people up. It's just, how could this possibly happen type stuff that I find quite fascinating. Some of the best artwork occurs during this run. Some of the best individual issues. The Angels series episode, the issue, the one with the people get captured on purpose in order to like screw Psionic. They're Sonic characters and they get captured on purpose so they can screw things up, and it all just goes to crap. Moonstone and versus Penance and what's her face just trying to keep Norman sane. I can't remember her name just off the top of my head. Victoria Hand, I think it's Victoria, right? Just try to keep everything under control. It's just just amazing stuff. Anyway, I've wanted to play this character for a while, but as per my policy, I don't play alpha characters, but it's now in more of a sort of a stable sort of version, and a bunch, and some other content creators have played him as well. So I think he's good to go. There's a lot of fascinating things about him. Not only am I a fan of the character and the comic art, but he uses a mechanic that's very similar to a mechanic that I use for my custom hero. Oh my god, I've forgotten her name. How embarrassing. Played by CCH Pounder. Oh my god, what's her name? It'll come to me. Anyway, custom character has a very similar mechanic where she recruits minions to become her allies, and then she just uses them as cannon fodder, right? It recruits them into the Suicide Squad. Oh my god, this is a disgrace. I need to look her up. This I can't believe Amanda Waller. Oh my god, The Wall. Jeez, I should have just stopped the stream at that point. Come on. Anyway, so very similar sort of thing to there. Has quite an extensive sheet, insert as they're called. I randomly got the villain, and funnily enough, it was Rhino. Well, the first one was Venom Goblin, and I was like, nope. The second one was Rhino. I thought, hey, why not? I haven't played Rhino. It's got to be a couple of years since I've played Rhino. So I'm playing him on Expert, just for the lols. Automatically, Iron Patriot sends out the team to go grab Rhino and recruit him to the team. Why the hell not? Nemesis is over here. There's an interesting Nemesis set. Obligations is in there. Cool. Now I just want to talk just very briefly about what I'm going to do here. So I had a bit of an incident a couple of weeks back, and I reacted quite badly to it. I had some of my feedback. I was requested to give some feedback by 3 people, and one of those people reacted very badly, and so I then in turn had a very bad reaction to it, and some would say an overreaction. To be fair, I mean I'm a grown ass man. I mean, come on, but still, I was very hurt. I was very hurt by it, and so I released a video where I was like, screw this, never reviewing ever again. It basically just cracked the hook. So I've had some conversations with people since then, and people have left comments and feedback and stuff like that. And so I've kind of revised what I'm going to do. I've decided that I've been finding it quite difficult in sort of subsequent videos to not give feedback, because I'm no expert by any means, but I do have some skill. I've got quite a lot of creations under my belt, and you know, I have quite a long history of creating custom work for other games and stuff like that. So I like to think that I know at the very least that I come from an informed place. I'm not saying I might not be wrong. I might be, but I come from an informed place at the very least, right? So, and I just enjoy giving feedback anyway, right? I basically want to help. It doesn't come from a place of I'm better than you, which unfortunately is one of the responses that I got. But it definitely doesn't come from that. It comes from hey, if I've got an idea, or if this doesn't work for me, then I'll let you know, sort of stuff. So to sort of try and sort of mitigate what happened before, and still be able to enjoy myself, and basically just not throw in the towel, I'm going to do it this way. I've come up with this idea. I'm going to try it for this particular episode. I'm just going to play the game with no commentary. Well, obviously there's going to be commentary, otherwise the video is very boring. But no sort of feedback type commentary. I'm just going to play it, and I'm going to make notes. And then at the end, I'm going to say, hey, it's notes time, feedback time. If you want to stop now, stop the video. If you want to keep watching, watch the video, and we'll just go from there. So then, if I play a creation from a creator who doesn't want feedback, or doesn't like me personally, or what have you, doesn't care, doesn't even watch the video, then they can just stop at that point. Actually, they can't. If they don't watch the video, they can't stop at that point. What a stupid thing to say. But anyway, if they do want some feedback, hey, there'll be some feedback at the end, whether it's good or bad. So. Also, as per my usual playing standards, I haven't looked at his cards. I have no idea what his cards do beyond the very basics, and I prefer it that way. I am playing the pre-con, sort of. I had some issues with the pre-con. So I have changed a couple of things, but I'll talk about that in the actual. That's part of feedback. I'll talk about that in the feedback. But thankfully, there is a pre-con, so I'm just going to use it because I can't be bothered making a deck and having to think about it too hard. So pre-con, Norman Osborn versus Rhino. All right, let's get into it now. Insert, very, very extensive insert. It's a new day, ladies and gentlemen, so listen carefully. Norman Osborn has been given the keys to the kingdom, recognized by the public as a hero, and becoming the head of security for all the United States. Using his reach, he now has the power to recruit an army of minions to his side to serve as heroes under the public, provided he gives them the resources they want. Utilizing the registered deck, Norman can reveal powerful minions to enter the game, their cost equal to their boost icons. Should he meet their demands, these minions come with special abilities he can call upon to serve his interest, or should any oppose him, he can simply beat them down before forcing them to serve him anyway. That's great. I love that so much. It is a new reign of heroes, and the Iron Patriot will oppose anyone who threatens his or the United States way of life. Norman Osborn, registered. Norman Osborn, Iron Patriot, utilizes the new registered trait, which lets him take control of minions by recruiting them from his registered deck, by paying their boost icons of resources. Probably don't need that in the blurb if it's already written here as well, but anyway. I guess that counts as feedback. Probably should have said that. It's going to be hard, folks. It's going to be hard. It's a brand new format for me too. Unlike the control trait, these minions are able to use their abilities while working under Iron Patriot, giving them more opportunity to be villains so long as they serve Norman's interest. However, should a player not pay the demands, when revealed, they will enter play as an engaged minion. But Iron Patriot doesn't tolerate betrayal, able to recruit them once more after they are defeated. There are only once per phase. That's great. Registered deck. Having built up a noticeable amount of resources in his rise to power, Norman has access to 20 minions he can call upon to serve him with a registered deck. Due to the rightful mistrust heroes have against him, he has no access to aspect allies. Wait, what? Due to his rightful mistrust heroes have against him, he has no access to aspect allies. That's... Oh, I've so misunderstood. Oh my god. Oh man. Let's try this again. I have to redo his deck. Oh, that is a disgrace. I thought it said he has access to any allies. Get rid of Maria. Although... Oh, so he can't even have... Oh, this makes a lot more sense now. This precon makes a lot more sense. How embarrassing. Alright. Alright. So that explains why there's no Maria. Because the leadership deck is because he's leadership. So leadership without Maria is quite frankly a disgrace. So it explains why he doesn't have Maria. Although, I mean, it would make sense for him to have her. She's obliged to serve him. I mean, she's part of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? So, anyway. Moving right along. Okay. So, I only had 2 extras. So, it's not the end of the world. But it means I can then also grab Miles back, because he's a basic one. So, I'm back to 44. Is there any more basics I can grab then? Because basic doesn't count. So is there anybody else I want? I've got Ironheart and Miles. I guess there's Gambit. He's pretty cool. He's got a pretty cool ability. Do I really need him though? I don't think I really need him, to be fair, because I'm going to be getting in... Yeah, I'll just keep it like that, because I want to focus on getting in the registered guys. So, yeah. It'll be fun. Alright, anyway, so thank God I read that. God damn. They all have a special ability, blah, 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 blah. Dr. Doom reigns in and aspect arts. Dr. Doom works within the Cabal to counter Norman's desire for dominion, using Cabal obligations to negotiate against Norman for mutual benefit. Alongside this, Norman must deal with the reigns and side scheme, forcing his defender if he loses enough minions he can't control. With no aid from aspect allies due to the reality he is truly a villain, this makes Norman a strategist who must maximize his resources to find victory against his opponents. Only by using manipulation will he lead an army and dominate those who oppose his reign. There's a whole bunch of stuff here on how to actually play him. There's a lot. Dark Rain is his side scheme to coordinate a private army of minions so that can become allies, paying their demands with resources to take control of them. Harness absolute power and corrupt absolutely to further bolster these recruits with possible attack boss. I thought with Sentry as his bodyguard, he can man Victoria Hand. Now, there you go, it wasn't there. To scout new allies in the register deck or the encounter discard pile, or use Hammer Helicarrier, Director of Security, and Total Authority to coordinate the limits of his power further. With foreboding influence of Deceptive Guard, he can counter efforts against him before using Repulsor Bombard to lay waste to opponents. And when it's time to rally, Call to Arms utilizes his forces before declaring siege to decimate his enemy. That's so good. That is such a good write-up. Using line leadership, Iron Patriot coordinates allies and conquers the field with his resources. His inspired presence to heal and ready allies, while strength in numbers gives him card draw to cover costs of future registered forces. Cool. Maximize damage. We go all out, lead from the front, and teamwork to give yourself a boost. Use the side scheme, rally the troops. I did question why rally the troops was in there. Use the side scheme, rally the troops alongside team training to buff his team. Or make use of command team and just scaling in to control the flow of battle. Now that I've made that horrible mistake, I need to check something. If I made another mistake? No, I definitely haven't. Alright, cool. I'll talk about that in the feedback section. Setup. During deck building, you cannot include any aspect allies. Begin the game with a registered deck and the Dark Rain side scheme in play. Okay, so we'll come back. We'll go grab the Dark Rain side scheme. Long-time viewers will understand immediately why this annoys me. I'll talk about it in the feedback, because as soon as I do that, have a guess what doesn't show up. So I'll go find it. Alright, there we go. I'll put it there, because it's pretty important. I need to have it front and center. For action, reveal the top card of the registered deck. While it's in the victorious play, this card gains action, resolve Dark Rain's enlistment ability. If a registered ally enters play this way, you may resolve the special ability on that ally. Blah, 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 blah. Any player may project this ability. Any player. That's a bit weird. I'm going to write that down. Dark Rain. Any player? Okay. What else have we got? How does registered work? I don't need to worry about that. We'll figure it out as it goes. Where is allies go? Deck minions go when defeated. Registered allies get put into the registered deck discard pile when defeated. Registered deck minions get put into the encounter deck discarded when defeated. Ooh. That's an important. Registered allies get put into the registered deck discard pile when defeated. Registered deck minions get put into the encounter deck discard pile when defeated. That's because they are still treated as minions when they are defeated. Wow. Okay. That could be a little bit fiddly, but we'll see how it goes. How can I balance my ally if I cannot have aspect allies? Iron Patriot is an enemy to the Marvel hero pantheon. Love it. Okay, cool. Why should I play this identity? Well, because I feel like it. Cool. Rhino's in play. Breaking and Taken's in there. Shuffle. Advance to stage 1B. 7. The breaking! Rhino is trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. Wait. Yeah, is that it? If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. Is that it? One stage? Really? It's been a while. It's been a while since I played it. Breaking and Taken is a hazard icon, which very handily tells you what it is. Deal 1/+1 encounter card during the film phase. Rhino is breaking things and taking them. I love it. I love it. No mucking around. When revealed, place an additional threat here, so before hinder. But there you go. There it is. Dark Rain. Reveal the top card. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Can I include aspect? No aspect begins the game with a registered deck. I'm going to put this down here. Give it a shuffle. Just so it looks like I'm going to be going to it a lot. Exhaust normal Osborne resolve the special ability on one registered ally. Look at that. Look at that smug face, that stupid haircut. Iron Patriot. Looks like a badass. Iron Patriot art. Iron Patriot. Alright, each ally you control gains the registered trait. Authority Force response after you attack and defeat a minion, you may shuffle it into the registered deck. Once per phase. That kind of contradicts this, does it not? Oh, it's a little bit once per phase. So if I do a second one, it just goes into the deck. Simple as that. Alright, nothing contradicted. 3, 1, 2. Let's do it. Shuffle. Let's get some cards. We should go back to Norman. 6, hit points 11. Sweet. Alright, 6 cards. Ingenuity in the opening hands. Pretty sweet. Alright, so we got some Norman cards here. Quite a few Norman cards, actually. Repulsor Bombard. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and discard the top card from the registered deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Okay. Deceptive Guard. Going up against Fighting Eagle there. Very cool. Defense tactic. When an enemy gains its activation, removes threat instead of placing it. Love it. When an enemy attacks you, prevent all damage from that attack. Sweet. Sentry. 5. Bloody hell. Aerial Avenger registered. 6. Toughness. Vulnerable. Vulnerable. Doesn't that mean that if he gets stunned or confused, he has to be discarded? Interrupt. When an enemy attacks you, you may declare Sentry the defender without exhausting him. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Void Wrath Special. Until the end of the round, gain retaliate. X is equal to Sentry's attack. This quote is... I'll make a note. Oh, man. This feedback at the end thing, it's hard to get used to, I'm telling you now. Sentry quote. Okay, alright. Yeah. I mean, he's good. He's good, but 5. 5 is a lot. He's not that... I mean, 4... 3 times. I can hit for 4 3 times. That is good. And toughness. Oh, I'm debating now. Victoria Hand, Persona registered. Exhaust this card, choose. Look at the top card of the registered deck. You may discard that card. Shuffle. So that lets you like mule your registered deck to get to somebody who you actually want. Shuffle the topmost minion from the encounter discard pile into the registered deck. So again. So she essentially controls the registered deck. So that's pretty good. Do I need endurance right now? It's got 11 hit points. He's got 3 thwart. I don't need to worry about thwarting events all that badly. Rhino can thwart out pretty quick. But I think I can control it. So let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of this one. Oh man. I do want him. I really do want him. Pretty puff. I'm gonna mulligan these and just pray that I get a resource, like a double resource thing. Seriously, give me a double resource. How many was it? 4. Okay, call to arms. Ready any number of registered allies with their combined printed hit points equal to 10 or less. Well, I don't need that. Ah, damn. Rally the troops. Victory when defeated. Heal 2 damage from each ally. Miles and teamwork. Ah, I should not have gotten rid of Sentry. That was a bad call. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's put ingenuity in. Miles will give me Victoria. I just get the feeling she's very important. So I'm going to put her in. And then Rally Troops goes in for free. That's Yeah, I'm not really going to care about it, I'll be honest. I think I stuffed up there. I really think I should have just sacrificed everything and put Sentry in. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Resolve the special ability on one registered ally. Okay, well that's obviously not going to happen. Iron Patriot. After you attack and defeat a minion, don't care. So he's just going to thwart. Oh, I forgot my usual thing. That's bad threat. This is good threat. The usual deal. So there's no threat on the main, so I can just get rid of Breaking and Taken. I'll just get rid of it immediately. Why not? What does this say? You may spend resources equal to the number of boost icons on that card to take control of that minion and treat it as a registered ally. Well, there's no harm in having a look. I've got a spare resource. So if there's only one, I can probably take it. And Victoria can control it. Reveal the top card of the registered deck. Do I just use her to look at it first, and if I do want it, I get rid of it? Yeah. Yeah. I'll use Victoria first. I look at the top card. It's 3. I can't use it. She's far too powerful. 3. Okay, so then I'll use my ability. Oh, this thing. Action. Reveal the top card of the registered deck. And just hope that it's just a oneer. I just want just a little. Yeah. All right. Get some resource. Boom. Hammer agents. Hell yeah. All right. After you attack and defeat a minion, you may shuffle it into the registered deck. No, I don't care. All right. Hammer agents. Guard. That's pretty cool. That worked out all right. I feel better about the Sentry situation now. I mean, I did stuff up. I should have put Sentry in, to be honest. And then he's a special thing. Oh, is there any specials on his AA, is it? Yeah. Resolve the special on a registered ally. Okay, cool. But that's right. I got an ally. He's got guard. Which doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Because guard's for the villain. Treat it as a registered ally. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes 1 concentration after it attacks with thoughts. Right. Yep. So I think I've done that right. It is technically a minion, but I did use my ability to go get them. Although why hammer agents are minions, I don't get. I don't get it, but I'm going to let it go because I want a minion or an ally or whatever the case may be. Throw them in the bin. Okay. All right. So far, so good. 5. Alright, so there's another Norman card. Siege. Exhaust Iron Patriot, discard any number of registered allies in play. Deal X damage to an enemy to a maximum of 15. Where X is the combined attack of those discarded characters. This attack gains overkill. Wow. That's pretty brutal. Yellow Jacket, who I've never played before. It's in the pre-con. I actually had trouble finding him because I've never played him before, so I didn't even know what he looked like. After Yellow Jacket enters play, search the top card of cards of your deck for an upgrade out to your hand. He's alright. He's okay. I wouldn't normally play with him, but you know, funnily enough, Iron Patriot has the Avenger trait, which is ridiculous. Double resource, sweet. Lead from the front and strength in numbers. We all know what they do. Let's go to the villain. I'm going to move him across to you now. One on here. Rhino comes in for an attack. I'm going to block with this dude. He will be dead. Oof. Doesn't matter. Even with nothing on there, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Now, he is a minion, right? So, as a minion, he's technically a minion. Right? Wait, have I done this wrong? He comes in as an ally. Does register work? Oh, wait. When you reveal a minion from the registered deck, it enters play as a minion first. Okay, so he comes in as a minion. I then spend the resource to recruit him. Okay, cool. When the registered deck enters, a minion first results in revealed effects, which it didn't have, which is good. But some of them will, obviously. After this, you may spend resources equal to the number of boosts on the mana card taken as a register if you do not advance and play as a minion engaged with you. Okay. So what's the window there? As an action or as a response, like as an intro, like what's the deal, right? So what's the speed? When do I do it? Because it's not on this card saying I can spend a resource. It just says after that happens, you may do it, right? So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, because it's 20 minions of boost icon starting from 1, reaching as high as 4. Okay. We need registered allies and registered minion go. Registered allies get put into the registered deck discard pile when defeated. Okay, so he was an ally when he was defeated, so he goes into the discard pile. Okay, cool. And cat cards. Crowd control. Gee, it's all happening. Jeez, has some lag. Oh, I missed Actual Jackson. I go clean up some things and this guy starts a stream up. Sorry, bud. I apologize for the extremely late notice. I've got to get a game in and then head off to a birthday party. So, panicked, not mine, my friends. Panicked civilians crowd the area. It's difficult to confront right away without putting them at risk. Get the people to safety. Crisis icon. Oof. Oof. Alright, my turn. I don't control the allies now. But now I can afford to get some. Yeah, so I'm actually not going to yellow jack. I'm gonna do this. Let's do Victoria first. Look card. Who do I get? Hammer operatives. Again, why are they minions? So they come in, they cost 2. Alright. They come in as a minion. They don't have any when revealed effects. So, I will spend 2 and recruit them to me. I'll then use the action on this bad boy. To reveal the top card. Hammer agents. Do I want some hammer agents? I wanted someone better than that. I've got to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed that happened. I'm going to use siege. Oh, they come in as a villain, as a minion. I recruit them. I can afford a 3-er. Oh, I can only do it once. Can I only do it once? Limit once per phase. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, it would have been cool to get like one of the fancy ones. Ah. Damn it. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm going to Iron Patriot and Hammer Agents to clear Dark Rain, put in the victory display, and now I can use its ability thing here. While it's in the victory display, resolve Dark Rain's enlistment ability. And then I can trigger its specials and all that sort of stuff. I get to this guy, 2 schemes, going to get rid of the crisis icon. So that was pretty easy. So he's done his one. And I might as well yellow jacket. I mean, I might as well. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have left them as minions first. And then strength in numbered. Oh no, it's the amount of avenues you control. Oh! Oh, exhaust. I don't know how this works. Clearly, I don't understand how this card works. Exhaust any number of allies you control. Draw one card for each ally exhausted with it. Oh, poo! Ah, no, you know what? I'm just going to Yellow Jacket. Blink, blink, blink. Yellow Jacket! After he enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an upgrade. Top 5 cards in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know there's a search function in TTS, but I like doing it this way. No upgrades. Ally, support, support, event, event. What a bummer. Shuffle them back in. So Yellow Jacket whiffs, but he can still do stuff. So I will attack for 2. Why not? Ready. Get some cards. Oh, it's so hard to breathe. Triskelion. We know that that's corrupt. Absolutely. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme by heroes or allies. While in the victory display, each registered card is ultimate action. Exhaust a registered character you control. Remove one threat from any player magic this ability. No, don't care. Director of Security. Decrease the number of look at that artwork. Decrease the number of boost icons on the first card revealed from the registered deck each round by 1. Oh yeah! Oh yeah. Decrease the number of boost icons. Hell yeah. Alter ego actions. This guy generator raw cells. Sweet. And teamwork. We know what that does. And another strengthening numbers, obviously. That's bad. Moving on. One goes on here. He only goes to 7. We've got to control that. He attacks. One of these assholes is going to die. Probably this die. Yeah. We do have defensive too. It's pretty good. But 4 to 3. You're not mucking around. Yeah, he's dead. He kicks the bucket. He's an ally, so he goes into that pile. And then kind of cut. Hydra Mercenary. That's God. Alright. Okay. Well, I want Director of Security for sure. But I want to get rid of Rally of the Troops first. So I'm going to thwart for 2 off of here with him. And then I'm going to Iron Patriot this away. Oh, it's got victory. How upsetting. Heal 2 damage from each ally, so thank you. Thank you. Let's get some stuff happening. Ingenuity and I don't care about this. It's going to get rid of Director of Security. It's going to give me Director of Security. Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. Alright, now I've got stuff. Let's Victoria. Have a look at it. Who have I got? Penance. Oh, yes. 4. Is he worth it? 1, 4. Retaliate 2. Vulnerable. Now that makes a lot of sense. Penance having vulnerable? That makes sense. Penance attacks gain overkill. Damn straight they do. Oh, yeah. I want him. I want him. Decrease the number of boost icons on the first card revealed from the register deck round by 1. So he's down to 3. Now is the time. But I would lose Triskelion to do it, though. No. No, I've got to have him. I've got to have him. Alright, he comes in as a minion. He doesn't trigger anything, so I'm then going to buy him. 1, 2, 3. Losing Triskelion is pretty annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah. God damn. And, alright. Yellow Jacket's going to hit him for 2. And then Penance is going to hit him and overkill him for 3. Like boss. Bye-bye. Okay. So he's gone. I overkilled for 3. He takes 1. Yeah. That's pretty good. Oh, wait. Should I have done something? After you attack and defeat a minion, you may shuffle it into the registered deck. Ooh, okay. I mean, it dilutes the deck at the risk of diluting the deck, but it also means that he doesn't get it, I guess. So, okay, and I can always use Victoria, right? That was good. I like this. Ready. Get some cards. Hammer Helicarrier. That looks sweet. Look at that awesome Diodato artwork. God damn, he's just he's a god. Diodato, I don't care what he draws. It's great. Hammer vehicle, increase your ally limit by 1. Oh yes, it does. Exhaust this card and spend 1 resource of any type. Ready or registered allies. Thank you. Band together. That will be handy. Oh god, yes. Inspiring presence. Heal 1 damage for an ally. Ready it. It's pretty good. I know. We know what that does. Leadership skill. I've never used it before. Use 3 leadership counters. When an ally makes a basic thought or basic action, basic attack action, remove 1 leadership counter from here. That ally gets +1 thought and +1 attack for that action. It's alright. That's okay. 1 on here. He attacks. I guess the Hammergoon guy's gonna take it. No, I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna defend. Boom. Hits me for 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Encounter card. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Oh. Okay. Bye. I'm not getting rid of Director of Security. That's madness. Alright. Band together. Generates 3. 1 for each ally. So it generates 3 to a maximum of 3. That'll put in Hammer Helicarrier. Thank you very much. I can use it to register. Get ally. I'm going to. Oh, do I want Ironheart? Yeah, why not? Give me some more. Give me some more. Alright, gives me a card. And that is go all out. Alright. I can't afford any more allies. But I could do one as a minion and trigger his shuffle thing. No. Let's just start taking care of business. 10. 1. Okay. Ironheart will take care of this. This guy will attack for 1. Yellow Jacket will attack for 2. And die. So I could actually get another person. Penance will attack for 4. Take a consequential. Oh my god, he's just brutal. It's just brutal. What is the thing that talks about my special? Oh, it's in the AE. He's already exhausted. This generates a resource if I'm in AE. And this doesn't say hero action, it just says action. So I've got 2 possible... Oh, exhaust this card and spend 1 resource of any type ready and a registered ally. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to do that. I was going to get another ally, but you know what? I'm just going to exhaust the Halley Carrier to ready Penis. I'm just going to hit him again. And knock him to the next stage. Does he not have toughness in level 2? No. How weird. Stage 2 Rhino should have toughness. That's madness. Alright, so 1-4, stage 3, toughness, when revealed, stun each hero. Okay. That makes sense. Cool. 16 hit points. Ready. I think I've done everything. I was going to flip down. I thought, hey, I've got this under control, but he's too scary to flip down. As soon as I flip down, I know he's gonna scheme against me, and then his encounter card is going to be advance, and that'll be the end of it. It's ridiculous. Rhino can scheme out so easy, it's pathetic. All right, so get some cards. Great, absolute power. Here we go. More Diodato. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme by heroes or allies. I like that he's... oh, it's more feedback. I'll go back to that. Use of victory. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme by heroes or allies. One victory display each dread's territory gets +1 attack. Okay, so it's the attack version of the other one. Right. Pulse button. Deal damage to an enemy and discard a top card from register for each boost icon. Discard deal 1 damage to an enemy. So Penance would have done 6 damage for 1. But he's better off being in play. Like, he's just... he's ridiculous. I love him. Foreboding Influence. Choose up to 3 different cards in the registered deck discard pile and shuffle them into the registered deck. Okay. I don't think you need the word different. After you attack an enemy, remove X threat from a scheme where X is equal to that enemy's printed scheme. Screw this up for me and I'll have the Sentry throw you into the heart of the sun. Love it. Yeah. Lead from the front. Again, never played this. Choose a player, but it's got lore on it, so I'm happy. Choose a player. Each character that player controls gets +1 thought, +1 attack to the end of place. Each character. Okay, alright, that's good. Alright. 1. He attacks. I guess Ironheart. Boom. Oh, there's an advance. So he hits for 4. Ironheart dead. I don't know why I flipped her over. It was an accident. Counter card. Charge. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. At the end of the discard charge, and he gets +3. So he's charging in for an overkill of 7. It's pretty brutal. But not if I kill him first. He's on 16 with a tough. $16 with a tough. Let's do Victoria. Dakin. He surges. Now that is interesting. Dakin's attacks gain piercing. That's handy. After the villain phase begins, heal 1 damage from Dakin. Okay. Alright, he comes in as an enemy. He surges. I can now buy him for 2. And I will. He's now mine. And because this is in the victory display, I can now trigger the special. The special says, emotional pheromone special. Choose to either stun or confuse up to 2 enemies. Okay. Stun. And there's no other enemies. So I'll just stun Rhino. He's now mine. I'm going to pierce through tough. 2. Okay. Wait. No. No. Let's lead from the front first. So that he actually pierces for 3. Yeah. Let's lead from the front. Character control gets +1 to thought, +1 attack to the interface. Okay, cool. So each character gets +1 to thought, +1. Okay. Wait. Did I pay for Daggett? Oh yeah, I did, because he cost 2. Yeah, I did, genius. Alright, so I now own him. I can't bombard. I can't repulse a bombard, but that's fine. He doesn't need to stay to defend because he's stunned. So attack for 2 because he's got +1. Dies. He belongs to me, so he goes into my discard pile. Attack for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damage. Use the helicarrier. Ready him. Attack for 5. Damage. Still technically alive. Iron Patriot. Oh, he's stunned. Okay. I was going to finish him off, but oh well. It is what it is. Get rid of the stun. I didn't use any attack events, so that's fine. Wait. Leave from the front, it's not an attack event, is it? Nope. Tactic. Sweet. Attack. No, didn't use any attack events. He's got one more round, but he's stunned, so it is what it is. Ready. Get some cards. Okay, we all know what that does. We know what that does. Queen carrier, band together. Great. Total authority. You gain steady. Wow. After Iron Patriot uses a basic power, you may resolve the special ability on another registered ally. Why does it say other? Anyway. Yeah, cool card. So 1 on here. He's stunned. Again, encounter guys. Got 2 encounter cards to deal with. Let's do it. 1. False alarm. When revealed, you are confused. If you're already confused, this card gains Surge. It does not. Enhanced Ivory Horn attached to Rhino. +1. Pretty brutal, but that's fine because I just won the game. Boom! Yeah. Okay, well that's victory. That didn't take long at all. Yeah. That was pretty intense. Alright. I'm going to get him set up for... I could probably have another game. What's the time? 2 o'clock. I probably could have... I'll do the review stuff and then I'll think about whether I do another game or not. Yeah, I'll get him set up for review and then that'll be it. But as for, if you don't want to stick around for the review bit, then thank you very much. It was a nice quick game. Rhino's a bit of fun. I haven't played against him for a long time, so it was cool to sort of go up with it, go up against young Rhino, but he didn't stand much of a chance. Not that he would anyway. I mean, Iron Patriot would kick the crap out of him, so it's fine. It all makes perfect sense. I'll leave that there. And I'll get all that done. So yeah, that's it for the actual gameplay. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to end it now, thank you very much. If you want to stick around for feedback, please do so. Dun, 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 dun. I can't do the music that Jackson does. Jackson does the TTS music, like really cool, really well. I can't do it. I can't remember how it goes. So I just default to elevator music. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go again. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, that's starting to annoy me. I can only imagine how annoying it is for you. Boink. So is my saying the word boink all the time? Sounds weird. Sentry. Repulsor bombard. So there's two of those. Deceptive guard. Oh. Okay, two of those. Inspire presence. Didn't even get my team training out. How disgraceful. Alright, so I'll do the minions separately. So, Deceptive Guard. Have I done anything wrong? No. That's his big one. And then, yeah, his minions. Oh, Loki! That's cool. Venom. Horde. Agents, operatives. Madam Mask. Bullseye. Not a fan of the picture. Ares. That's from the Rhino set. I don't know why I'm bothered doing that. I'm just going to delete it all anyway. That's pretty weird. Who we got? Ghost. Taskmaster. Running out of spaces. Commandos. And of course Minster. I mean, that just makes sense. Cool. Alright, so we've got Iron Patriot himself. So feedback time. Firstly, right off the bat, if you're going to have your cards in TTS, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't play cards unless they're in TTS because I'm rapidly running out of space. And I can't be putting like cards into my Steam drive, cloud drive thing. Anyway, it's a long, complicated story, which is a shame because there's a creator who's made a new hero based on the Crow, Eric Draven the Crow, which looks sick, but it's not on TTS, so I can't play it, which is a real shame. All right, so if you do have your stuff in TTS, please name cards. All cards would be good, but at the very least, the cards that you have to search for. If I have an effect that says, go find that card, and that card is not named, I just instantly get annoyed. It's such an easy thing to do. So please do that. The actual card itself, Dark Rain, is fascinating, and I love it. I love everything about it. Deodato artwork already gets a point. I don't know why it's got a resource icon, because it is told to get it as part of setup. You put it into play, and then once it's defeated, it goes into victory. So a resource icon makes no sense. The actual ability, though, great. Love it. Love everything about it, except for the resource icon. So let's get that out of the way. The actual hero himself, cool artwork. Personally, I would have removed this background. Yeah, and just made it just a single color. Some people are sort of not really up for that. They think it's kind of boring, where it's just a plain background color behind them and stuff. And I get that. It is boring. But it's not the end of the world. It's just, I mean, if you got a choice between that or like half someone's face, it's just someone's nostril and a mouth and a chin. It just seems kind of weird. I also would move him across a little bit to the right. So you actually have all of him in. I mean, the break gets a point for the border break, obviously, but the fact that his arm is covered up for no reason when you have all this space over here, it just makes more sense to just move him across slightly. As for his actual abilities and stuff, 3-1-2 makes perfect sense. You can get +1 attack and stuff, so yeah, why not? Each ally you can try to gain registered, which is fine. After you attack and defeat a minion, you may shuffle it into the registers deck, so you can then later get it and stuff. Love it. Businessman Genius makes sense. 3 rec, sweet. I mean, he does have the Goblin formula. Love the picture for this side. Although again, I personally would have flipped it so that he's looking towards the other way, so that this doesn't actually get covered up. But it is what it is. Quote, great. Abilities, great. 6 hand size, hit points, great. The actual cards themselves, Victoria hand, awesome, absolutely awesome. Works into the gimmick so well. She's an awesome character. Love everything about it. Siege, didn't really get to use it. 4 is quite expensive, but it does do quite a bit, right? But the problem is you have to discard all your allies, right? So you've already paid to have the allies. It's the thing about the problem that I have with high cost cards is they're high cost because they do cool crap, right? And I get it. Being able to do X damage, which is the combined attack of all those characters, sweet. But you have to discard them as well. So I don't know. It's not my sort of card. But I get it. I get why it works. Artwork's great. Deceptive Guard, again, artwork great. Defense Tactic, love this card. Absolutely love it. You get 2, which is awesome. I think it's fair. Yeah. Can't say much more about that. Great. This is brilliant. Victoria and Director of Security, in my opinion, I haven't gone through all the cards yet, are absolute must. These are the cards that you hope to get in your opening hand. Getting Victoria in the opening hand was amazeballs. Director of Security is also great. Having a 2-cost resource generator is pretty sweet. But it's only in Osrico, so it's not the end of the world. To increase the number of the boost icons that you get, though, is magnificent. Possibly a little cheap, to be honest. Possibly a little cheap. I don't know. I'm not very good with costing. But yeah, magnificent card. These are the 2 cards that together you just 1-2 combo everything. Brilliant. Total Authority, gain steady. Okay, that's fine. After Iron Patriot uses... I mean, is that really... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who cares, really? I mean, just... If this was... Since you've got a bunch of... We'll get to it when we get to the allies, right? We've got a bunch of allies... actually, wait a minute. Only... Oh, that's interesting. Only Penance is vulnerable. Oh, but so is Sentry. I thought more were going to have vulnerable, and it makes perfect sense. I'll talk more about the allies when I get to them, but it makes perfect thematic sense that they are both vulnerable, because they are. They're both mentally unstable. So this giving all of your allies steady, that would be cool. Total Authority. They're so under the thumb that they don't even bother. They can't be affected by. They need 2 cards to trigger the steady. I think that would actually be a lot cooler than just him gaining steady. But not bad. After Iron Patriot uses a basic power, you may resolve the special ability on another registered ally. I don't think you need the word another. Just say you can just trigger it. Just trigger a special ability once. And I would make it exhaust. Because as it stands, you can do it every time after he uses the basic power. So he uses the basic power, he triggers a special, he readies, he uses a he can trigger a special again, right? So that's why the another is there, so because you can trigger it multiple times. I think that's a little too powerful. Granted, you have to ready to do it. So yeah, the actual the hero response, just keep it. But giving all of them steady, or all of your allies get steady, I would much prefer that. That would be awesome. I missed the quotes. Director of Security. If you want to know where the bodies are buried, Victoria, just ask me, because I bury them so deep no one ever finds them, which is good. Victoria Hand. I was trying to fix the problem from within. Good stuff. Siege. Don't let them win. It doesn't have a person attribution. It should say Norman Osborn or Iron Patriot. Deceptive Guard. You didn't think I knew you wanted me to... you didn't think I knew you wanted to kill me? That's Fighting Eagle saying that, so it should say that. Again, attribution. Total Authority. Hammer and the Avengers will stop at nothing to ensure our security. Nothing. Norman Osborn, see, so that's good. Alright, Call to Arms. Tactic, ready number of registered allies with a combined printed hit points equal to 10 or less. Sure. It's pretty expensive. 3. 3's pretty expensive. I mean, you've got an aspect card that does the exact same thing, right? Ready all your heroes. What's the one that the leadership card that lets you ready all your stuff? 1 to heal and an ally and ready it. It's just the 1. I think there's something that lets you ready everything. Or was it Command Team? Command Team is just 1 at a time, right? Exhausted Callow, Remand. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems expensive. I would probably never really use it. But oh well. But again, Deodato artwork, so very cool. Hammer Helicarrier, awesome. Again, it's not quite as good as these two, but yeah, you want that pretty quick. It just looks sick. Good cost. Oh, I've got the quotes again. The deal was you do what I say, and in return you don't rot in prison for the rest of your life. Again, needs attribution. Hammer Helicarrier. I think it gets the message across that this time we're taking no prisoners. Norman Osborn. Great. Oh. Foreboding Influence. So we talked about this a little bit just before. Choose up to 3 different cards in the register discard pile and shuffle them in the register deck. Cool. Or it has a thwart. After you attack an enemy, remove X threat from a scheme where X is equal to the enemy's printed scheme. The card itself, what it does is cool. I have a question in terms of rulings that I'm not qualified to answer, but hopefully somebody will. It has the thwart trait, but the first alter ego action doesn't have thwart, which makes sense because it's not a thwart. But does that mean that it actually is a thwart? So could you still use this card's alter ego action if you were confused? That's my question. The attribution, the quote, screw this up for me and I'll have the sentry throw you into the heart of the sun. Again, needs attribution, but it's an awesome, awesome quote. All right, now the sentry. Now this was an issue for me right at the start. 5 is a lot, but he is very powerful. Toughness, vulnerable makes sense. Interrupt when an enemy attacks you can declare essentially the defender without exhausting him. He's great. I love him a lot. I love Pitcher. His ability makes perfect sense. His quote is amazing. Norman, I like you, I do. But you're trying to manipulate me while I'm in a very fragile state, and I find it distasteful. Which is actually, I need to mention that is actually the Void saying that, not Robert. Now you could argue that Robert and Void are the same thing, but they're actually clearly not. They're clearly 2 separate things. So 2 separate entities. I find it strange. It's a brilliant quote, and I love it, but I find it strange that it's on Sentry's card, because Sentry doesn't say it. But anyway, the actual character itself. So yes, it was a big decision for me to whether to put him into play, because I got him in my opening hand, which is great. But I ultimately decided not to, and in the end, it was fine. But if he was 1 point less, it would have been a no-brainer. But 5, I just struggle with that sort of stuff. But he is great. I mean, 3 times essentially. Even more toughness. If you don't use him to block, the toughness will cancel out the consequent, like 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, he's great. He's really, really cool. Full-blown influence. I think that. Have I said that already? Yeah, there's 2 of those. So I have stuffed up. All right. Repulsive Bombard. Yeah, it's very basic. Does what it does. Hitting with everything full throttle. Again, no attribution. But it is an attack card, and it does what attack cards do. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and discard the top card from the registered deck. For each boost icon discard this way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. I mean, if you got penance, that would have been pretty sweet. And he's got a couple of side schemes. Corrupt Absolutely, which gives everybody +1 thwart. Goes into Victory, and Absolute Power, which gives everybody +1 attack, and again goes into Victory. I like him. I like the fact that they are Victory. It's very, very cool. Can you still use the alter ego action while they're in the victory display? Any player may trigger this ability. Exhaust, because it doesn't say that. Does this say this? Yeah, while Dark Reign is in the display, this card gains blah blah blah, right? This one just has it on it automatically. While in the victory display, each registered character gets +1. While in the victory display, gets +1 attack, right? But does that apply to the ability as well? I think the intention is it does. I really do think the intention is it does, but it's not specific. So maybe it should be. Jackson says, glad to see you giving feedback again. You have great takes no matter what a person or two think. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jackson. You're a good egg. Yeah, so hero set, just great. It's great all around. Very, very minor tweaks. Like I said, quote should have attribution, but in terms of what the cards actually will do, what I said about call to arms, total authority is purely, hey, do it, if you want to do it, then sweet. But it's perfectly fine as it is. It's perfectly fine. These cards are magnificent. Just a very well put together set that it just talks to its mechanic. He does what he does, and the set does that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if I can display that any better. It's just, he does what he does, and he does nothing else. That's all you need to worry about. That is a well-designed hero. Now, his ability, his registered deck thing, I just love this idea so much. Like I said, I used it myself. I used a similar sort of idea behind it myself with Amanda. The way this has been implemented, I think, is really, really cool. I'm a bit confused that they come in. The fact that they come in as minions first makes sense for Taskmaster or the Hood or Madam Mask or it's Loki. Loki, right? That makes sense. I get it. I understand it. But the Hammer guys, no, I just don't get it. I don't get why they come in. None of them have any win reveals that do anything horrible, but the Hammer Commandos come in with Quick Strike. So I get a Hammer Commando out, he becomes a minion, he Quick Strikes me for 2. But it's like, hey, bro, you belong to me. I'm the leader of Hammer. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. The Hammer, the only way around it for me, to make it work in my head, would be that none of them have any abilities that hurt me when they first come out. So Hammer Operatives works, Hammer Agents works, because they don't mean anything to me. But this does not work. This doesn't make any sense. They belong to me, and they are very loyal. There's no instance in the comic, in this storyline, where the Hammer Operatives betray Norman Osborn. They're all scared as crap around him. They all think he's psychotic, but not a single one of them ever betray him, and that's what that would be, a betrayal. It just doesn't fit the theme of the registered deck. The others that, like I said, Taskmaster, the Hood, Madam Mask, Loki, they come in as minions. You grab them, they do something great, awesome. But But these guys are the Thunderbolts, right? Oh no, Bullseye as well. Sorry, my bad. Ares has to be convinced to join, so that makes sense as well, I guess. Although he's not really a minion, a villain. But these are the Thunderbolts. These are the Dark Avengers, right? Well, to a certain extent, Ghost, Penance is kind of conned. You know what? The only ones that don't work with are these three. So a sacrifice has to be made for theme to have these guys come in as villains and then actually grab them. Yeah, but it just breaks theme for me. It breaks theme. I don't really get it. But that being said, the overall idea of this deck is amazeballs. I love it so much. Absolutely love it so much. It was so much fun. When I got Penance out, I was so excited. It just having it all work. Not only just because he's just awesome, but just having the theme, having it come out. He comes in. The theme was just so good. Like he comes out, he's a minion, and I have to manipulate him or force him to join me, which is exactly what happens in the story. Bang! He joins me. He's now mine, and then he just kicks the living hell. He costs 4, which makes perfect sense. If anything, it's probably too cheap. But 1 to 4 is a good baseline to sort of, so it's not too crazy. Yeah. And then I got Dakin as well, and it was just happening. It was just all happening. Thematically, this is a major win. I love it so much. I'm not going to go through each individual ability and all that sort of stuff, but it just works. And then the whole thing about how you're able to then recruit the minions from the actual deck itself. It's kind of rafty, right? It's like so you grab them, they become yours. They go into your deck. They potentially become yours, right? We're like recruited in. So again, very much like Amanda. So yeah, I love it. So yeah, I don't know. I was about to give a rating. I don't really give ratings. I don't know why I was about to do that. I was about to say 4.5 out of 5. But I don't really do that. The other feedback that I noted during the game, what have I got? The precon. I don't like the precon, mainly just because it uses cards that I would just never ever use. I like Inspiring Presence. That's cool. Command Team makes sense. Team Training makes sense. Go All Out. Yeah. Not really. It doesn't have Endurance. I added Endurance. It doesn't have Endurance, which is silly in my opinion. But, did he really need it? I don't think he ever really needed it. I think the whole idea is you get a whole bunch of allies in there and they basically just jump block for him. He doesn't give a crap, right? Which makes perfect sense. I added Miles because I just basically always do resource. Lead from the Front was great. I didn't realize you had to exhaust the allies in order to actually then draw the card for them, so I hate that card. Bad. Scallion makes perfect sense. Ingenuity makes sense. Band Together, I've never used that before, but it was great. Cool. Inspiring Presence. Leadership skill, it's okay. Yellow Jacket sucks. I honestly don't know why it's in the deck. Go Out again. Ironheart I added. Rally the Troops. I don't think I used that very well. I used it pretty much straight away for like 2 allies. If I'd used that later, it would have been a lot more effective, but I didn't need it in the end. Nick Fury makes sense. Queen Courier makes sense. Yeah. So when I say I don't like the precon, I don't hate it. It's not the worst precon I've ever used. Trust me. There's far worse precons. But not really my cup of tea. I do need to also point out on the precon card that it has Command Team twice. Command Team at 21 and then Command Team at 35. So I just put in 2 Command Teams because that's what it said. So not too sure what that's about. I think it's actually meant to be something else, but I didn't know what it could possibly have been, so I just left it as just 2 Command Teams. So Dark Rain says any player. I'm not sure that works thematically. Why is any player able to trigger this. I guess because they're your allies, technically. So even if somebody was playing Captain A and somebody was playing Iron Patriot, it would not work thematically. But having him then be able to trigger the whole enlistment business, Captain A would not do that. You know what I mean? I just don't think it works. Any player may trigger. These one work. Any player may trigger this ability. But why would they have registered people? You know what I mean? So thematically it makes perfect sense, I guess, but they won't have registered allies, will they? Unless one of the registered allies lets you do it. Yeah, I don't really get the size capabilities. I'll be honest. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all the notes. So, yeah. Oh, Craig 74 has jumped on. The ability wouldn't do anything, right? As it's removing threat from that scheme. What was I talking about when you said this? Oh, this? I'm not too sure what you're referring to, Craig. Ability wouldn't do anything. Oh, this. This. Is this when I asked for clarification on what? Oh, yes. While they are in the victory display. Oh, yes. You are so right. You are so right. What's the point? Because the top one says threat cannot be removed from the scheme by heroes or allies. As an alter ego, actually, to get rid of it, you have to go into alter ego and use the ability to remove threat. Yeah, I get it now. It's the weird way Marvel Champions formats abilities. It triggers every single time there's a card, there's an attachment that comes out of the encounter deck, and it's like some sort of mind control type thing, right? You know, like Enchantress's mind control thing, or the thing that turns them into zombies, or whatever, right? And it has like their abilities at the top, but it has the when revealed bit at the bottom. So when revealed, attach this to an ally, it becomes a zombie. But then everything that happens to it happens at the top, right? I mean, it takes one consequence, damage, and blah blah blah, right? It just irritates me so much. So it's a similar sort of thing to this, right? It's just I would swap those two paragraphs around. Technically, it's fine though. I mean, technically, this is not a slight against Neptune. That's 100% correct. But I just I hate it. It just doesn't make any sense to me as I read it. So there you go. Yeah, cool. So thank you, Craig, for putting that out. Cool. Anyway, that's it. Iron Patriot, it is a win. Like I said, Neptune is fast becoming a favorite creator of mine. Everything that I've played or looked at from him, I assume it's a him. I'll just say they, just in case. Has been interesting, and I've automatically put it into my list. You know what I mean? We're trying to see there's a possible future video coming up where Neptune and I will actually play together, which is kind of hard to sort of organize time zones and stuff. Their time zone's very different to my time zone, so we'll see how that goes. But again, together would be cool playing their scenario, their Mephisto scenario. So that'll be sweet. So even if we can't set up a game together, I'll still play the Mephisto scenario stuff. So, yeah. Thank you to Jackson and Craig for jumping on. As Craig said, extra Jackson. I haven't even finished watching your... Oh, they're talking to each other. They're talking to each other in my chat. Craig's apparently done a VOD with Darkhawk and 2B, who are Jackson's characters, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so that's good. Jackson has been just pumping out. Check out Jackson's Twitch. If there's a Jackson character or appearance in one of my videos, it'll have a link to his Twitch. Go check it out. The CAS system is currently on at the moment. I think it's the CAS 10 or CAS 11. I can't remember. And yeah, he's just been slamming just videos and VODs and of him playing these cast characters. So yeah, go check it out. Quite extensive. Anyway, that's it. Iron Patriot, Neptune, play it. He's great. Thank you very much for watching. Very, very quickly, insert awesome. Awesome. A lot of stuff. Probably don't need to have the bit in the blurb that talks about this register stuff, because actually in here as well, which don't really need. But other than that, great. Especially this bit here, which talks about how his deck works. Essentially tells you how his deck works, which is great. Yeah, and if you're using the precons. So, yeah, very cool. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I need to go have a shower now. Again, it'll be my second shower for the day. And head off to this party. It's getting crazy. Craig Jackson, thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. And also I appreciate you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe. But, of course, most importantly, please tell the people that you love them as often as you can. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.